All right. Thanks everyone for joining us. This is going to be fun. We got a big crowd today.
I'm so excited.
All right. So the way this is going to work is we have some very, very sorry people that volunteered as tribute to have their website roasted. However, because you guys are here already, I'm more than happy to roast you guys live if that's what you so please. So if anyone, yes, Brian. Heck yeah. Do you want to put your website in the chat for everybody to see? And I also have some other sites as well. So no pressure if you guys are feeling a little bit shy. We don't need to eviscerate you first or anything like that. So more than happy to kind of choose some of the existing tribute photographers first, and then we can, if you guys gather up kind of the courage, we can get in there. So anyone else want to volunteer for roasting? We'll just maybe kind of get a queue going here so we know what's going on. No one? All right, I suppose. I love it. All right, Brian. Well, we'll get you up going first here, and really appreciate you volunteering as tribute. Hopefully, we'll give you some great advice that can help you with your site.
Gary's volunteering my site.
That's hilarious. Okay, right on. I'm gonna fire up the screen share. We're gonna dive into Brian's site, and then I also have some other backup ones too. We can do a nice mix here. I like that this is a focal site. All right, we'll dive right into it. Thanks again, Brian. Heck yeah. All right, let's open this guy up. I'm just gonna fix the, oh, sorry, I'm just gonna do the window here instead, my bad. Bear with me, here we go. Excuse my 1,000 tabs that I have open.
I was going to say.
Today. Don't worry about it.
You're beating me today with tabs.
Right on. Okay, Brian, thank you so much for volunteering. Let's dive into this. Oh, these are really lovely. Awesome. We got some nice carousel images. The one thing I noticed, like, if I look at some of your photos down here, they're really, really like colorful and bright. And like one of the things I noticed right off the bat, this is probably just a personal thing. I don't know if anyone else wants to weigh in on this, but because you've kind of selected a really dark overlay, it does kind of like wash out the really vibrant style that your photography has. So one suggestion would be, you're using kind of a design like this that has like the transparent navigation bar, but you can also check out, like, we do have some new designs like Champagne where you have a solid nav bar. And then what you could do if you wanted to eliminate that overlay, you can back the overlay off using focal. And then so it'll be kind of like less aggressive and it won't kind of wash out the look of your images so much. So that's just something to consider. That's more of a personal thing. I wouldn't say there's any roasting happening there, but just an idea. Natalie, any thoughts from you? Feel free to jump in whenever you like.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Even if you like kind of like reduced the overlay a little bit here, I think you could still see the nav bar and it would be a bit more vibrant.
Right on. Cool. Something that I like to point out too, for those of you that haven't seen me do a roast before, what I really look for is like kind of following the user journey. So like the path that most people are going to take through your website, which is, they're going to hit the home page. They might scroll down like a little bit, but a lot of them are going to beeline because they're looking for pricing or investment or packages. We see about, from our data at Focal, like 9 out of 10 people, when they hit a website, they're going to spend like 30 seconds on the homepage, and then they're going to go off into the packages and pricing, or if there's a investment button there. That's where they're going to go next. So we're going to kind of follow that trajectory through the site, just so you kind of know how I do these evaluations.
I love the headshot.
Yeah, this is fantastic, Brian. Got the little catch light in your eyes. Heck yeah. Right off the bat, this is something I'm really big on. So it's awesome that we know we know who Brian is. We have a picture of Brian. He looks great, very friendly. We know that he's a family photographer here in New Jersey. These things seem super basic, but I can't tell you how many websites like I go to and just basic information like that is kind of missing. And so we want to be really conscientious there that, people, when they're on your site, you have to make it really easy for them to find kind of the key information. And then the photo is really important because it's kind of like that first impression. It's like, now that we can picture Brian, we can establish more of kind of a personal connection with him. Faces were human. It's really important that we kind of like have, a face to kind of imagine maybe on our day or something. Like having that face allows us to imagine you being there on the day or Brian taking our family photos. And then that level of connection is so much more powerful just by having like that photo of you on the site. So that's really great. Like, that's awesome. I love this photo of you as well. Another thing I noticed, this is a focal site thing as well. Something you can do here is if you want to add in like your social links, that can be done just in your like focal editor here. So if you go down to the contact section of your editor, so just go down, or sorry, the footer section, you can go in and add social links. And then what happens is those social links end up showing up kind of like underneath that about biography section right there. So kind of a hot tip if you want those little icons to show up with your socials. I'll quickly have a look at the portfolio, but work looks awesome. I really love kind of the different array of photos, especially the kids and stuff like that. So really fantastic. And then we got the packages. So I'm going to dive straight into the book now button, which again is where kind of 9 out of 10 people are going after they hit your site. So you got a wedding package, a family package, and a portraits package. So let's have a look at the family package. Awesome. So 1 hour of coverage, 30 to 50 photos. Nice. This is like a good package. It says it's great for immediate families. Inquire about adding extended family. So that's another idea. Like, this is a really common thing with family photographers. In fact, a lot of my personal experience has always been working with like family photographers. I probably honestly know more about family photography than wedding photography. And so you kind of have a pretty wide variety of like photos here in the portfolio. So you got some photos at home, we got some photos outside, and then this one's outside as well. And so something I occasionally recommend if you're trying to hit more of like the family audience is create kind of more specific packages, Brian, where, maybe you have an indoor family session. So this is, a day in the life of capturing your family, or you might have like a more separate that's like outdoor session. And my understanding of shooting families is there are different levels of work, of course. If you're shooting in their home, it's probably gonna be a lot easier than going on location and shooting out there. And these are kind of like how people search for sessions as well, because you probably have a pretty clear divide between like either a client is gonna like want session in their house or they're going to want a session like outside. And then you could even have like an extended family session. I know a lot of photographers that actually do extended family sessions. If I can pull up some examples right here, or at least pull up a kind of so this photographer here, so she actually has a specific like outdoor family session. You'll see like all the photos are like outside. So it gives like you a really easy way to tell like, oh yeah, if I want outdoor family photos, and this is what's up. And I think she might even have an extended family session, but yeah, so she just has the outdoor, but she also has like these cool like glitter sessions, for example. So again, they're like a really specific kind of experience or thing that like, wow, I see that, I'm like, okay, I totally understand what I'm getting. It's super clear, it's super cut and dry. And then from an SEO standpoint as well, it's a lot better to kind of have more specific packages, because people might be looking for like outdoor family photos, or, you know, family photos in my house, or family photos with like the grandpa. Those are kind of like the Google keywords that people are searching for. There's just a quick suggestion on your packages there. Oh, and then of course, you know, with Focal, you can kind of like divide up your packages if you want to keep them more organized. So, you know, if you made 3 family packages, you could kind of expand on it that way. Other than that, let's see. So yeah, you got your portraits. So another thing, oh, I love this example. So portraits are interesting. And this is a bit of a roast here, but I hate portrait packages. Like, they're maybe the worst package you can make because they're so broad. So my understanding is like people want portraits for different reasons. You know, maybe it's like, I need a headshot for my LinkedIn, or I need branding photos for my business and my website, or maybe I need dating photos, right? And something you could do, I mean, you know, it's practically the same session, you know, like, who knows, this could be a dating photo or a LinkedIn photo or whatever, or this one even. Actually, this is really nice, the background and stuff. But like, you could even create separate packages where you have like, you know, a professional LinkedIn headshot package. And then that's like exactly like the type of thing somebody would type into Google if they're searching for, you know, LinkedIn headshots. They're going to type LinkedIn headshot photographer into Google. Boom, your package is going to rank really high because, you know, the page and the title is all about like LinkedIn headshots. You could also pretty much make the same package and have it be like online dating headshots, or online dating portraits or something. Hey, you know, if you're getting back out there on the online dating apps, you need great photos. You know, just naming it that will help that package actually rank a lot higher in Google search. The example I've been using lately is one of our photographers in Chicago, Alana Jordan. She's been having a lot of success with micro weddings. So she does a lot of like backyard, intimate micro weddings, intimate kind of, what do you call it? Town hall? No, not town hall. Like
elopements.
Yeah, like what do you call it when you just go down to like town hall, or not town hall, but
I think usually just elopements.
Yeah, I guess you kind of like elope at, or I think they're called, yeah,
like a city hall wedding.
Yeah, city hall wedding, exactly. Like, I know this is a huge thing in Europe. Like, people just like get the flowers, go to city hall, sign the papers, and they take photos of the whole thing. And like, that's again exactly what someone might type into Google. You'll see like Alana's micro wedding package is showing up literally like on the first page of Google, right? So these are all ads over here, and these are like 4 or 5 ads. And then her package is actually ranking #1 on Google because it's a micro wedding package in Chicago. And that's like exactly what the keywords are that people would be searching for if they're doing like micro wedding, backyard wedding, town hall wedding, you know, city hall wedding. And so, you know, if you can make your packages more specific, more descriptive, more experience driven, A, they're going to rank better on Google. B, people are going to land on your website and they're just going to have this experience of like, oh, perfect. That's exactly like the package that is perfect for me. So you have to be careful, I think, about making really broad packages, because then people like I know nobody that would go on Google and just be like portrait photographer, because there's usually more intent behind it. Online dating photographer, or LinkedIn headshot photographer, or website branding photo photographer, grad photographer, graduation photo photographer. Those are all keywords. And so essentially you have this 1-hour portrait session that then you can actually split up into a bunch of really unique experiences that can kind of help you market yourself more efficiently and have better SEO. What else should we check out? Oh, that's a different website. And it's a different website. I have a lot of tabs, like I said. Let's check out Brian's blog. Oh, heck yeah. So Brian's got some blogs going on. What you should wear to your family shoot. Fantastic. So Brian, killing it with the blogging already. Great work with this. That's awesome, again, because that page will like rank on SEO. People like search for, you know, what should I wear to my shoot in New Jersey, my family shoot. And so that's a really kind of valuable piece of content that, again, can kind of show up on Google. And it wouldn't be a website roast if I didn't do a site search. So I'm going to quickly bring up the Google site search. So just for those of you that have never seen this before, all I'm doing is typing in site in front of Brian's website domain here. What this does is it's going to bring up a list of all of his pages that are showing up on Google. And so this looks really good because it's like Brian Feller Photography, Family Photographer, Tom's River, New Jersey. So right off the bat, like hitting all the important keywords: pricing, Brian Feller, Family Photographer, New Jersey, etc. So the reason I do this is because this is essentially showing the pages that Google is ranking on the search engine. So the pages that are showing up on Google. It's kind of like books in a library. Google's a library, and we're just looking at like what books Brian's got in the library. Often I do this with sites, and sometimes there's nothing. Sometimes I'll look up a photographer's website and there's zero. That's because their website's maybe not configured properly for Google, or it's never been submitted to Google, and then that's really bad. Often I'll see photographers' websites that are just called home, but that's really bad too. So we might run into some more of those examples later on in the roast, but Brian is doing a great job with his SEO, and you'll notice like his family package page is ranking here on Google. Again, like you could even take it like, I don't know, a step further, and like, I don't know if there's popular family photo locations in Tom's River, but if there's like a popular location, like make a package for that location. So we'll say Tom's River, maybe there's a certain place by the river, Tom's River, like family session. And then like, if you know a lot of people are kind of searching to get photos there, then that works really well. I have one example really quickly that I can pull up of this, and then we will move on. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. So these packages do really well on Google. This is from San Francisco. Oh, I copied the wrong link. My bad. Here we go. So this is a San Francisco husband and wife team, Ocean Blue. And they take this like to the ultimate extreme. So they have like a Yosemite engagement session, right? And then this will rank really nicely in Google. You know, somebody that comes across this and wants photos in Yosemite, well, heck, like all the photos are of Yosemite. And so they're like, perfect, take my money, that's what I want. So again, just kind of continuing to explain the whole package thing. But yeah, you can really take it to the extreme. If there is a popular like location nearby, you can name a package after it, and that will rank highly on Google as well. So yeah, and also you guys, if there's any questions you have, feel free to like drop them in the chat, and happy to kind of answer things as we go. All right, I think that is enough for Brian. It looks like Brian's doing a lot of really good stuff with his website. He's got a nice about section. He's got some great packages going. Definitely some improvements that could be made on the packages. He's blogging, which is great. So a little bit more blogging could help. Blogging about like locations maybe that are popular for family photos would be huge. So, but already like great foundation, Brian. So thank you for volunteering. That's awesome. Who else have we got? Plenty of notes. Heck yeah. Jesse. Who's up next? Natalie, sorry.
I think, yeah, Jess, right? And then Jess has dropped her website.
Oh, okay, right on. Cool. Thank you. Sorry, I'm like trying to be entertaining and figure out what to do here at the same time. Okay, for Jess, thank you so much, Jess, for volunteering. We're gonna drop your website in here and do a site search first. Okay, awesome. So destination wedding and lifestyle photographer Jess Renee, and then she's in Cincinnati, it looks like. So this is kind of what I was alluding to before. Often what I see with SEO setup from photographers, just because like a lot of the other website companies, they make you do all the setup yourself. And often I see that photographers miss it, or they're like a little bit off. So this is a good example. So Jess, you know, you've got destination weddings and lifestyle photographer, and then your name. So that's fantastic. But then you'll notice like a bunch of your other pages. This is like about Jess Renee, modern luxury wedding, blog. So this page is just called blog. And what you really want to do is kind of get your other keywords in here so that you're going to rank better on Google. Yeah. Oh, you got a lot of pages. Okay, goodness. Oh, yes. This must be like a WordPress site. My favorite. My favorite roasting. So you've got some good stuff here. You've got like some blog posts down here. Really good content, like tons of pages which are being indexed. So that means you've got a lot of pages that Google is saying like, oh yeah, show it. My favorite. So you've got a lot of really good content on here. And so Google is probably giving you bonus for kind of having a lot of pages on Google. It means like you have a lot of interesting pages on Google. We have a bunch of pages like that are just kind of whack, like Pittsburgh wedding archives. Like no one's going to click on that for one. And then it's just kind of like weird. It's just a weird page that like shouldn't exist. I see this a lot with WordPress sites because they're just a gong show. But so, you know, what you want if you're going to rank, like, you know, the dream for every photographer is like be number one on Google, right? So let me just show you an example. I'll use this guy. So wedding photographer Orange. So this is a wedding photographer in Orange, New South Wales, Australia. And I'm just using him because he's like a focal photographer who's literally like number one on Google. And we have quite a number of other people on number one on Google, but I like using Brenton because he's my Australian buddy. So I'm just going to do a site search of his site. Sorry, I'm beating the SEO to death today. But you're going to see like every single one of his posts, it's like Orange, New South Wales, Orange, New South Wales, Orange, New South Wales, Orange, New South Wales, like wedding, Orange, New South Wales, wedding, Orange, New South Wales. And so like, because like he has like kind of the same number of pages actually as Jess, but they're configured a lot better. And like, if you want to boil SEO down to like how you get on the first page of Google, it's like, okay, if someone is searching wedding photographer, Orange, New South Wales, and that's like what you want to rank for, then you should just have all your pages have like wedding photographer, Orange, New South Wales. So kind of the same thing goes for you, Jess. You can probably fix this in your WordPress settings somewhere deep down in the abyss. But you have all these pages that are just called like archive. And you don't want that, especially because they're outranking kind of your blog posts. So you have some like really nice blog posts, but Google is like being like, oh yeah, those aren't as important as these random archive pages.
If we click them, where do they go?
Oh yeah, we can click them. State weddings. Browse all posts. Okay, this is cool. This is a really nice looking site. What's super random on here though is that there isn't any like content. Like, hold on, can I click on this?
Maybe
oh yeah,
click,
so there's a blog post. So you've got like, oh yeah, you've been like killing it on the blogs, hey? Nice.
These are gorgeous.
Jess, yeah, your work is awesome. Where are you based? Let's go to the homepage. Destination, portrait film, Cincy. Yeah, this is just her blog. Yeah, this is your homepage, right? Beautiful. Holy, this is a really beautiful site, but it's like a lot of things happening. Oh my goodness.
Do we have the location?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Also, oh, how do I close this menu? There we go. Okay. Show it sites are always a brand new adventure into a place that you've never seen before. Okay, yeah. So one of the things, like, if you're in, I mean, this is really dependent, I guess. Like, Jess, are you trying to rank for local weddings or nah? Or are you just more in like destination stuff? What is your goal as a photographer? Big questions from Lachlan.
No, I never have local at all.
Oh, I see. Okay, right on. So you're mainly focusing on like destinations.
I guess my other question though, for destination, like, is that across the US or like Europe, or like where are we destined to go?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a good question. we'll see. Wait for Jess to respond. But other than that, the site is really like awesome. It's super flashy. West Coast to East, a lot of New England. Okay, right on. Yeah, and then Jess has got an awesome like about section here, which is fantastic. I love this photo of her. She's got the camera, obligatory cliche photo. That's how to do it, my friends. Make sure that people know that you're the photographer.
I love the florals though too. Like it kind of elevates the photo.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, where do I go next? So this is always my big question on a photographer website, and because like the show it sites, there's like so much going on. I'm like, where do I go? Okay, so let me hit this let's get started button, because that's like the call to action. So the main call to action. All right, so we're like on a contact form now. Okay, so one thing I noticed, like, so if you drive someone straight to the contact form on the homepage, let's see. What are your, okay, yeah. So yeah, like when I see people drive clients directly to the homepage, one of the things that I worry about the most is probably that, you know, you're essentially saying like buy now, but they don't know what they're buying yet. But I assume that you use more of like an inquiry process. So I assume you probably like have inquiry and then call them or you meet with them. There's also this button here. So I'm gonna click on this information page. All right, so most couples invest an average 6,300, and then you can customize. Okay. Oh, and then that takes the inquiry. Okay. So we're just trying to drive inquiries mainly here. Signature process. Inquiries. Right
I think the one thing I'm having a hard time with is like the different fonts and texts everywhere, because it's like bringing my eyes all over the place and I don't really know where to look.
I'm in sensory overload, Nathalie.
Like it's beautiful. I'm just having a hard
to
time following.
Yeah, okay. But that makes sense. I mean, like inquiry form, where are you getting married? Getting married on, getting married at. Yeah, I guess maybe like my overall feeling, and there's nothing wrong with this, Jess. Like there's so many ways you can run your business. I'm I'm a lot. Yeah, no worries. I'm sure it's like a great, awesome reflection of your personality. You know, this is just my perspective, and you know, my perspective is someone that's not a photographer, someone that came into this industry as a client, super frustrated with how to book a photographer, and right off the bat, just I'm always a little bit like concerned when there's like tons of inquiry, like questionnaire questions. It just seems like really overwhelming, like a lot of work. It's like, holy, you have to fill out this whole form just to contact Jess. And maybe Jess is just a fucking all-star. Maybe she has so many inquiries that she's trying to get people to not come. And that's like totally cool too. So there's a lot of photographers out there that maybe you're just at that all-star stage, and then you can just like kind of like put more steps in place to kind of like prevent people that aren't that serious. But yeah, that's kind of like the first thing I look for is like, where do I go next? You know, you'll see like a lot of websites, any e-commerce website you go to, you know, buying stuff on like Amazon or Sephora or whatever, they're always going to have like the cart or the buy, like the most heavy call to action over here. And it took me quite a while to figure out what was going on with this menu. Like when I opened this menu up, I was like, actually, first of all, I was looking for like investment or pricing, and then I couldn't find that. And then I was like trying to find inquire, and I actually only just kind of see it now. So again, might just make sense. Like even if it was a small change to your website, you know, still keeping things super like bold, powerful, colorful, you know, just having like a little like contact button that's like super obvious that you don't have to like dig into like a menu to find. But also again, if Jess is just like absolutely slaying, who cares? You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna go check out the blog here. Okay, so this is a featured blog post. And she's got all these categories of blog posts. Yeah. Yeah, so this is like pretty much the exact thing that you should be doing SEO wise, guys. So if you're writing blogs, you know, write about past weddings you've done. Make sure you include like the keyword of the venue. So this is like Pleasant Lake Inn. You can in fact see it in the photo there. And Jess has like put that into the title of the blog post. And so what's awesome about that is like I bet if I search Pleasant Lake Inn wedding, I bet like Jess's blog post is somewhere up there. Yeah, look at there she is. So she's doing a great job. She's like on the first page of Google for that blog post. And that's like just purely because she wrote a really nice blog post with probably great information for her clients about the venue. You know, she's got some nice photos here and she talks about the venue. And this is really valuable because like, I mean, how many venue websites have you gone to and there's like nothing about the venue or no photos of the venue, right? And as photographers, you guys have a million photos of the venue. So, you know, this is a really great example of how to blog effectively. Jess, before I kind of wrap up here, do you have any questions for me regarding the website? Is there anything particular you want me to dive into? Happy to do that before I take off here. I'll give you a quick sec. But yeah, featured blogs looks awesome. Oh, too many things open. Close this too. Did Jess say anything? No answer, but I was looking looking at changing. Right on. Yeah, so my main thing is just like do a little cleanup if you can, or if you have somebody managing your website SEO, just get them to clean up all these pages here. Rather than them saying archive, like you're already doing really well SEO wise, but you know, just figure out what's going on with these pages and then have them clean up they're called meta titles. And that will actually just be a huge boon to your SEO right off the bat, rather than having all these like really random pages. Yeah. Cool. Who's up next? We have more volunteers. Guys, if you want to volunteer, feel free to drop your website in the chat.
Tommy's next in line. Kind Photos YVR.
Heck yeah. Awesome. Thanks, Tommy. Oh, perfect. Beautiful, beautiful images. I love this logo. Super adorable. Yeah, really, I like the colors. The whole site feels very like consistent. This is a focal site, so I'm just, you know, pumping the tires. But it's really cut and dry, you know. Come down, we see a photo of Tommy. He looks super nice and friendly. Vancouver wedding photographer. You guys with the focal sites are funny. You're just asking me to pump your tires here, aren't you? All right, awesome. This is great. Limited dates left. Create some urgency around the oh, this is fantastic. 3-day wedding experience. Hell yeah. I know a lot of photographers that do multi-day like wedding packages, Indian weddings, different types of weddings where you know, you just have like these multi-day kind of package events where like, yeah, just like different traditions, right? So this is fantastic. Maybe Tommy, so I'm noticing like on your package page, your details are a little bit thin. So, you know, you're just saying 3-day wedding experience. Like, what does that entail? What kind of weddings are you targeting that are 3 days? Could you talk about like what's included on each day, what the experience is like on each day? Just fleshing that out a little bit more would make it more so like people are going to land on that package and feel like, yeah, that's awesome. That's a perfect fit for me. And then also just for SEO wise, you want to kind of have more details so that there's more text and stuff for Google to kind of rank. But the main thing, yeah, is you want, if you're having packages, they're a great opportunity to kind of show off your services to your clients, but you really want them to have this like experience of coming on your site, looking at one package, being like, oh, I don't know if that one's a good fit for me. but then looking at another one and being like, yeah, that's like the perfect one for me. So I'm just going to back out here to the rest of your packages. So you've got this full day experience. Again, beautiful, beautiful photos, but missing any information about this package. So it's a full day wedding, but like if I'm booking a wedding for like the first time, like maybe I'm getting married, get a couple, I've never booked a photographer before. Like, I don't even know what 8 hours of coverage like means or why I would want 8 hours. So if you actually explain that, it's going to help convey a lot more value to your client. So you might break it down, be like, okay, we're going to do like the 8 hour package is perfect if you want like 1 or 2 hours of getting ready, and then like 1 or 2 hours of the ceremony, and then like 1 or 2 hours of portraits, and then 1 or 2 hours of like reception dance, right? And so now then someone's like, oh yeah, that's perfect. That sounds like my wedding schedule. Perfect. That's like that's a great package for me. And so again, that'll help people connect more with the package and be able to make a better decision about the package. Lindsay Coulter does a really good job of this. And she tells me all the time, Lachlan, someone just booked my $9,500 package, and they just, all they do is like send an inquiry that's like, hey, your 12-hour package looks perfect. But it's because she has so much detail in her package description. She says like, hey, if you want literally every aspect of your wedding photographed, 12 hours is perfect for you. If you've got a huge family and a massive bridal party, we need lots of extra time to get photos of everybody, blah, blah, blah. And so it's like, oh yeah, okay, cool. I'm having a freaking massive wedding. This is the package for me. And like Lindsay tells me, she's like, oh, Lachlan, yeah, someone just like filled out my form. They were like 12-hour package. She hopped on the phone for 2 seconds, sent the contract, and they paid all within like 4 hours or like 2 hours of getting the inquiry. And it's because the client did the heavy lifting for you. They came on her site, they found the good package for them, told her which package they wanted, and then they just paid her money. So it's pretty sweet, right? So she has like smaller ones. She has like this 4-hour one that's like limited availability. See, 4 hours of coverage. Package is great for couples that are having a less traditional wedding. If you're just having a brunch wedding or an evening cocktail reception, boom, this is the package for you. So again, like making the packages more descriptive, helping the client, helping them make a decision, right, is really helpful. And again, going to be really great for Google. There's a reason Lindsay is like, I think #1 or #2 for her area on Google. And then she does a nice thing too here where under the what to expect section, she's got a nice little testimonial from Christine. So again, just this testimonial, right? Like you can see, you know, she shot my friend's engagement wedding photos. We're all blown away. Lindsay is so great to work with. She made us feel really comfortable. Like all of that actually helps us connect with Lindsay, imagine what it's like to have Lindsay at our wedding. And, you know, when that connection is established, that's when I'm like ready to, you know, I want Lindsay, want to give her my money so that she's there at my wedding. Cool. So that's just kind of like the packages. I'm going to go back to Tommy here. So yeah, just kind of some suggestions on like sprucing up the packages. I think that would help definitely a lot on your site. And what we can do as well is do a little bit of a site search. So we'll see what Google has to say here. Okay, cool. Site search. So this looks great. Wedding and portrait photographer in Vancouver, BC. That's great. That's great. It looks awesome. We've got some galleries and some like family photo shoot in Vancouver Riverfront Park. That's perfect. That's a great kind of SEO blog post. 60th birthday party on a yacht at sunset. Tons. This is like fantastic. This is exactly how you want to be doing blogging and SEO. What's interesting too is like when you do a site search like this, Google will kind of like list the pages in the order that it feels like they're important. So this package page is actually coming up quite high. It's like saying that, oh yeah, this is like a pretty interesting page. What that means is like you should go in there and spruce that page up, or kind of like work down in like a sequential order if you're kind of sprucing up your pages. So if you kind of scrolling down, you notice some that are like super mangled, or they're called like home or archive or like whatever, you know, just kind of go from top to bottom and see if you can like fix them up, and that will help you SEO wise. All right, right on. Oh, Tommy said that makes so much sense. Yes, I'm full of great ideas. Thank you. Oh, also just use Focal's AI package generation. What the hell? You don't even need to like write package descriptions for yourself. Here, let me do it right here. Let's make a package, guys. Package should we make? Make some freaking Christmas minis or something. Okay, so I'm gonna make a package right now with Focal. I'll just make a little contact form package. And I wish I had some Christmas photos from Taylor, but that's gonna be a no-go. So let me just say like you're running Christmas minis because this is super relevant. I had a photographer, I've had two photographers. They're just doing like 100 Christmas minis. I was like, they're like doing all these bookings. I was like, what is going on here? And they're like, oh yeah, it's just Christmas mini season. They're firing off like 200 mini sessions. I was like, holy cow. But hey, that's a great way to just like pad the Christmas revenue here. So I'm just gonna go over here and actually just quickly make a package. So I don't know, say this is a 20-minute mini session, make it $200. Sorry, Natalie, I'm probably going down a rabbit hole. So
I think we can do more than $200.
Okay, well, no, these are 20 minutes printing money, $200 every two. That's amazing. I don't know. I'm not a photographer. Okay, I'm just gonna add this in here. Christmas minis. I don't even know if I need to do this actually. But you can go in Focal and you can just like hit the generate AI description button and hopefully this works. Oh yeah, there you go. Welcome to our Christmas minis package. This package is perfect if you want to capture joyous moments with your family this Christmas. Ka-chow. So there you go. I mean, that's pretty easy. Tommy, you don't even have to write descriptions now. Just go in there and generate them with the Focal AI assistant. And then you'll
in
be
this section that says like what's included, if you do like bullet points, it says like 20 minutes, 5 images, print release. It'll pull all of that from there as well. 5 images, Santa himself. Then yeah, you can generate the package description. It kind of pulls from there. So like it makes your... So one thing I complain about a lot, if you guys have seen me do roasts, like photographers are the worst about commoditizing themselves. Like you guys, like so often you're like, it's like Tommy kind of, you're like, oh yeah, here's what I offer. It's like a wedding package. It's 8 hours and you get like 100 photos and it's like $3,000 or whatever. And it's like kind of like describing a car. It's like, here's this car. It's got 4 doors, a steering wheel, 200 horsepower, and a trunk. And it's like, cool. That sounds really valuable. So, you know, if you can actually expand more on like the benefits of that car, what's so great about it? Maybe it's like super luxury. It makes you feel awesome when you drive it and has horrible gas mileage, but has a V6 and you like put the gas pedal down, fly past all the people on the highway. Boom, right there. That's a really interesting experience that either someone is going to be like, yes, I want that, or fuck no, I want a Civic. So right off the bat there, yeah, you can really, really do a lot of connection on your website with your clients just by kind of describing better what it is you guys offer. So for those of you who can't see this, like Natalie said, by adding some more information into the what's included section, then regenerating the package description with AI, it says we will capture 5 images for you. And then somewhere, I hope it mentions Santa. Otherwise, it'll be very sad. Where's Santa? Oh yeah, Santa himself. Awesome. Santa himself will be there. So there you go. Again, it's totally brainless. You can just like punch some stuff into the what's included section, generate a package description, and away you go. All right, cool. I think that's enough for Tommy. Tommy, you're doing a lot of good stuff. Improve your packages. It looks like your blog is already slaying. So yeah, you're doing the good stuff on the blog. Prenatal photo shoot. Hell yeah. These photos are awesome. Oh, that's a sick one. Okay. Who's up next? Do they have one with reindeer? True. You could have the only reindeer Christmas package, Christmas mini package, Gary. I think Gary actually was next.
Gary?
Yeah.
Also, Brian just said that Brian's next. Where is your guys' websites? You did not put them in the chat. Instant F. Gary, you're gonna put yours in here? Do Gary's next.
Gary is next, and then Jonathan after
unprepared. That. I'm gonna do Brian. Is that cool?
Didn't we already do Brian?
Brian different Brian.
Well,
Brian
Brian
Bossany.
2.0.
Let's see here. Okay, we'll start with the site search. Do me. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Why is that like that? Okay, Brian, you got to fix this. Your blog is called Blog Wild Trail Studios. I don't like it. Oh God, it's like everywhere. Okay, cool. Yeah, like I was mentioning, you want to get your keywords in there. I assume you're a wedding photographer. Yeah, wedding photographer in Minneapolis. So you should really have this say blog, Minneapolis wedding photographer. And then, oh God, this one's called title page. We don't like that. Title page. Oh heck yeah! Brian asked for a roast. He's gonna get a roast here. Okay. No, that's awesome. So Brian, highly recommend just getting like your keywords in there, and then you're really unique because your business is called Wild Trail Studios, and what you want to do, in my opinion, in my very humble opinion, is you want to get your name in your website title. So your name, as in, this should kind of be like Minneapolis wedding photographer Brian Bossany. That's what I'd recommend. Most likely, people when they're searching Google are probably not going to type in Wild Trail Studio. Like if they think of Brian or their friend is like, oh yeah, my friend Brian, he's an awesome photographer. They're not going to go and like search Wild Trail Studio. They're probably going to search Brian Bossany. And so what you really want to do with your SEO is make sure that you're ranking for your own name, just so like all that word of mouth recommendation, or if you're running somebody like at the park or something and you're like, yeah, I'm a photographer, my name's Brian, they're going to probably go like type in Brian photographer in Minneapolis or something. And you want to make sure that they can find you with names like Wild Trail, I'll say studio photography. You have to be careful. So it's good that you show up here. But yeah, you have to be careful, just because like when you have a name that's different than your own name, then if I go Brian, maybe I'm wrong. Lachlan's wrong sometimes. Okay, there you go, Brian Bossany. So that's good. So you are showing up there. But again, just kind of be careful. Sometimes I see this where photographers like they don't have their name at all. It's good that it's kind of in here. And then you do show up. So that's good. Make sure you guys, if you just have a name that's different from your actual name, like your business name, then yeah, you can make sure to put that in your website so that when people are searching your name, you'll actually show up. You might want to like make this less capitalized. It's a little aggressive. It's a little scary. That's fine. It's not a huge deal. Cool. Let's go back really quickly. Yeah. So the site search, again, like doing pretty good stuff here, but you want to kind of get those keywords of Minneapolis wedding photographer in your title. Is this a WordPress site? Might be. Feels like a WordPress site.
It is.
Show
Show
it.
it.
My favorite. Okay, cool. Let's go to let's give Brian a chance here and actually look at his website. So sick video. Oh, I love this. This is fantastic, guys. So great example of I love that this is like behind the scenes, because it really, really shows off the experience. It's like, oh, Brian looks like a really nice guy. He's giving me direction. These people look like they're having fun too, so that's great. But just being able to see what the shoot experience is like this, like that's fantastic. Like that's going to help create so much connection. Oh, Brian's getting in the water. That's going to create a very visceral reaction. Some people are being like, going to see that and they're going to be like, fuck no, I'm not getting in the water. And some people are like, oh, that looks like a lot of fun, I'm going to do that. So yeah, fantastic. I love this video. I could watch that all day. Where is Brian's name? Maybe Brian, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe you're like a studio of 50 photographers and I'm just crucifying, like just roasting you here on the name thing. But oh yeah, you are. You've got a couple people. Who's that person? She's a lead photographer. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. Like if you're hiding your name as much, that's maybe because you have like multiple people working for you and you don't want to just like associate it just with you. But kind of like what I mentioned off the bat here, it might make sense just to have like, hey, cheers, I'm Brian, or cheers, we're Brian, and Katrina and Autumn. I like that this is here though. It's good. Shows it off nicely. Where is the navigation bar? Where's the nav bar?
No nav bar today. Oh,
There's
scroll down.
There's no nav bar?
It's a middle one. Scroll down.
No.
There it is. Does it go
No.
sticky? Keep scrolling.
No.
Okay.
No middle nav bar. I swear, like, go on the internet and find me another site that has a middle nav bar, like somewhere in the middle, like down the page. So this may just be a personal thing. I hate middle nav bars. They're like infuriating because like a lot of data shows most people, they don't scroll past like the fold on your website often. Like most people, they're going to spend like the most time in this part of your site. And if they have no fucking clue where to go next because there's no nav bar, bad time. So I was curious, like what
Brian's changing now.
Sorry, Brian. Don't be offended.
Ugh.
I have to entertain the people. Hold on, I have to see. I just want to see mobile. Like, what does the nav bar do on mobile? Good Lord, please have a nav bar on mobile. Ah! So, where's the nav bar on mobile? Oh no, there is none. Oh, it's what? That is wild. I don't like that. I'm sorry. I could be wrong. Maybe Brian, you're printing money, but if that's the case, ignore me entirely. But just be aware that it is really risky not to have a nav bar. Like every website, you know, top right nav bar button. That's where I fucking know to go to buy shit. Or that's where I know to go to like contact, or that's where I know to go to like look to other pages on the website. I love that there's this massive message that's just like, scroll down, please. Maybe you'll find the nav bar. I'm sorry, Brian. Your work is awesome, and this is a really nice website, so I have to find something to roast about you. I see you're on the knot here. Tell me, how is that? Is that good? Do we like the knot? You like the knot. Okay, sweet. That's cool. Knot is cool. Just a small thing. This isn't like a huge deal. We get this a lot at Focal. People are like, oh my God, please, can you add my like wedding wire or the knot like thing on here? Brian's clearly killing it or spending a lot of money on the knot. So one or the other. But one thing I always like to point out is actually he's done a good job here. Okay. So a lot of the time the knot wedding wire, they'll give you like a little badge to put on your site. And they're like, yeah, put this on the site. It'll make you look legit. And it's actually just a link back to their site. And so if we go like Minneapolis, oh gosh, I'm sorry, I butchered your city name. Minneapolis wedding photographer. Who's going to be at the top? The Knot. And so they're really sneaky. I don't know if you guys know this, but they're sneaky. They like get you guys to put badges on your site, and then essentially it's just boosting their own SEO because it's creating backlinks of votes from your site that the Knot is a good site. And then they're like, haha, and they show up #1 on Google and then charge you tons of money, and it's a vicious cycle. So not a huge deal. If you're making lots of money, then that's good. But they're also probably charging you lots of money too. All right, what else have we got here? I overall, I really like this site. It has a lot of personality. I like all the moving GIFs and stuff. And it's also not like super over the top where I'm like, eyes are bleeding. So seems like Brian is like doing all the right stuff here. I'm interested to see the investment button. Oh, I see. Okay, so the nav bar like doesn't actually matter that much because it's just a one pager. Now here we go on the blog. Brian's blogging. He knows how to do SEO. 5 tips for getting epic wedding photographers, destination weddings. Look at him smacking the keywords. Look at all this stuff. Brian, do you write all these blog posts yourself? How much did the banner cost? Well, hold on. That's why I'm here. Generate 50% of your business. Holy moly. That's awesome. I mean, really, really good. Congratulations.
These photos.
He maybe he writes his blog post. So I just want to do this. I love these photos. Fantastic. So here we're gonna get into the blog post a bit here. So do you see how small this little See how teensy tiny this little scroll bar is getting. This is another thing just to be kind of conscientious of. If you're going to add like a bajillion photos to your blog post, please like put a call to action or something on there so that like, let me just go back to Lindsay's site to show you. Give people like an escape so that they don't get like lost in like the middle of your website. So just having like a call to action like here, like if there's a gallery, like just have a floating button or something, makes it like nice and easy for them to escape the like this. Otherwise, I'm just gonna have to like, or I can take it and drag it.
The doom scroll.
The doom scroll. All right, actually, I'm going to click on website. We're back. We're back. Brian, is there any help you kind of need on your site? Anything you want me to like kind of work through, or you just wanted a little ego stroke because you knew your website was killer already with the middle nav bar? Your wife is huge with the blogging. Wow, she is doing the heavy lifting. He's an SEO god. Overall, just yeah, right. No worries. Yeah, investment collections begin at $2,900. In my unique a la carte pricing, you are free to pick and choose what your wedding needs. When you fill out the contact form, you'll be sent to our full pricing page. Ooh, I like that. So you just kind of force them to fill out the contact form before they get pricing. That's cool. That works. Yeah, I know there's obviously pretty divided opinions on whether you should show pricing or not. And yeah, if you are gonna hide pricing, that's totally cool. Like capture the lead and then go all sales on them. That works really good. My opinion on pricing, if you do show it, do it well, because if it's there, people are gonna see it and they're gonna spend a lot of time looking at it. And so if you're gonna hide it. If you're gonna show it, but then do really, really good packages so that the engages with them. And it's essentially like your best tool for like maintaining your client's attention, conveying value, showing off who you are, what makes you special as a photographer. And so Brian here is elected no pricing for you guys, and that's cool. He's probably a very good salesperson, or his wife is, one or the other. Is she the closer, Brian? She's the closer. He's killing himself. She's the closer. He's the blogger and the closer. Brian's just here to take the photos. I'm sorry. I have to roast you guys. It's pretty late for me. So, all right, Brian. Good job. You're doing great. I don't have much to say. You're probably killing it. But please put your fucking nav bar at the top of your website. Make me really happy. Or find me another nav bar that is in the middle. Prove me wrong. Heck yeah. All right, Gary. What's up, Gary?
I think Jonathan was actually next in line.
Oh my goodness. Nathalie, keep it straight. Jonathan.
We can do Gary first, then Jonathan.
Do we have his link? Where's his link?
Yep. I just dropped it.
Gary's been like swapped out a few times. I think we just got to roast Gary. Please jump in, guys. This is a focal site. Feel free to eviscerate it. Like we can shred Gary. Look at Gary.
Hey,
Gary,
I took that picture.
You took that photo.
I did.
Wow, pretty nice. Gary, can we get some like fishing photos on your website? I feel like we need some fishing photos. Get some photos of you fishing. About me. Oh, Gary. Heck yeah. A lot of really great stuff here. So I was talking about how like 9 out of 10 times people are going over to the old book now button on your site. Well, the other like 10-20% of the time, they're probably looking at your about page. That's usually where they're going. It's really important. You kind of get across your personality. And I know Gary like personally, so it's a little unfair, but he loves food and he loves like having kind of sharing food with his clients, cooking for people, sending people food. He sends me food sometimes. And so I really like that as an aspect of his photography. I love that this about photo really shows off that part of his personality. And it allows you to kind of connect over something very human. We love eating food. So I know in like a lot of his shoots, he shows off stuff like that. I'm gonna look at the blog here. Yeah, I love all the behind the scenes shots. These are fantastic. Oh, I see. Why you choose to be a wedding photographer? Because your clients give you big hugs and pay you tons of money. Awesome. Really nice blog post. I really think like encourage you guys all. Common thing I see on websites is like photographers not showing themselves off enough. I know you guys are often like more comfortable being behind the camera, but you know, doing stuff like this, putting yourself out there, it's so important because your clients they want to connect with more than just your photos. They do want to connect with you, who you are as a person. They end up having like really long-standing relationship as well, probably with you as their photographer, and they're choosing you to be there for like the most important day of their life, and yeah, that's pretty awesome. So show off who you are, make sure they can see your name. A lot of sites, again, like you just can't find who the photographer is sometimes, and that's really frustrating. So
Also, unrelated website tip, if you don't have an about me photo, ask your second to take a photo of you on a wedding day. You literally have hired someone on your wedding day or on their wedding day, so get them to take a photo of you doing what you do.
Yeah, or get them to get like some of those awesome like BTS shots and stuff too, and stuff. Always nice. Okay, I wanted to just bop over here to Gary's Instagram. He must have heard me do a roast another time because this is huge, guys. Just put a photo of yourself as your profile picture. Don't put a bride, don't put a couple, don't put a photo of your dog. Put your own face there. That's what it's for. And then do what Gary did here and pin that post in your Instagram feed. The reason you want to do that is because immediately someone's going to land on your page. They're going to see your face and they're going to associate it immediately with, you know, this post. And then they're going to be like, oh yeah, this guy, he's a photographer. He's the photographer. A lot of photographer Instagrams, I go to their Instagram and I'm like, I have no idea like who you are, or what you look like, or what your name is. It's just like a bunch of wedding photos. It's like a giant wedding photo gallery. And I have no idea who you are as a photographer. And ultimately, at the end of the day, the clients are booking you for both your photos and for you to be there. So make sure you do that. Make sure you be like Gary and put a nice photo of yourself on your website. Okay, back to Gary's packages. Lifestyle couple session. I like this. Let me see. What do we got? Oh, this is really good. So tons of photos. I really like the way Gary's utilizing his package here. So tons of like photos of couples and like, you know, what you can imagine getting from like a session with Gary like that. Just really, really lovely. Okay, and then he says, yeah, typical session. Everyone is kind of like different, unique. So again, maybe like I would recommend Gary, like improve the package description a little bit, maybe talk more about like things. You don't have to like tell them what to do, but maybe inspire them, give them some suggestions. You're not the most special snowflake ever. I'm sure someone has done a picnic shoot like this before. Come on, Gary. But, you know, maybe like come up with some nice suggestions on like, here are some things we could do together as your photographer for this session. And then that's just going to inspire them and connect. So you could be like, oh, why don't we go eat ice cream and we'll take photos of that? Or why don't we run together? I don't know. Different things you can do. But again, helping clients connect more with the experience and less just like, how many hours is this package? How many photos is this package? Helping them connect with like the experience that they're buying rather than just the commodity. All right, what else have we got? 10-hour, wow, plus in highlight film. This is really lovely. If you're looking for full photography coverage and a highlight video that captures the energy of your wedding day, this has got all of the stuff. Gary, you've kind of got like this duplicated. I don't know if this is necessary, but that's just nitpicking. Again, he said, okay, he wishes he could describe what a typical session is like from wedding to wedding, but your story is going to be unique. That's true. But most weddings kind of go in a typical fashion, so believe that. Yeah, maybe like, again, like we suggested before, maybe breaking out like what the hours are going to cover, helping create more like distinction between packages. You know, it's like, oh, why would I want the 8-hour over the 10-hour? You could say, oh, if you want to make sure you get like the getting ready all the way to like the last dance at the end of the night, and you don't want to miss any of those moments, go for the bigger package kind of thing. Just help like direct clients more towards like which package they should go to. Yeah. I don't know, Natalie, any comments on the packages?
No, I think you hit that pretty well.
Yeah, I think again, just like making more defined, maybe similar to how Lindsay does it, where it's like really, really clear which type of wedding you're having, which type of package I should be going for. So, but yeah, other than that, really good. Really great, Gary. Let's check out the blog. What else? Yeah, intimate engagement session. Okay, we'll do a quick site search here and then we'll get off of Gary. Site search. Yeah, so there we go. We got some packages showing up. See, like the lifestyle family session, guys, I'm telling you, this is like clearly ranking pretty decent on Google. And then you'll notice like Gary's got good like SEO set up. Rochester wedding photographer, Rochester wedding photographer, Rochester wedding photographer, some location that's probably in the area. That's all good stuff on his site. This is our fault. Focal needs to fix that. I'll tell my team what the hell. Why is there a random style guide page chilling? Come on, Harry, right, Gary? We'll get on that. Cool. Who we had one more person. You said that I missed.
Jonathan, and then I can take notes as to who else has recently dropped their websites, and we can add you guys on the list for the next one. So Jonathan is, oh my gosh, where did he go?
Also, we can't run too late because I do have to go home.
Yeah, you're telling me.
One more?
Yeah.
2 more?
It's this one.
Oh, there's a Pixie Set site. Give it to me, please. Yes. I can't wait. All right, sorry. Which one do I have to do?
The one I just dropped.
Okay, who is this?
Jonathan.
Jonathan. What's his name? Jonathan.
Oh my goodness.
Can I spell it?
One second.
It's in the chat.
Yeah.
Jonathan Valdez. Hey, Jonathan, what's up? Let's search for you. Jonathan Valdez Photography. Is this you? Heck yeah. There's your Instagram. Do Instagram. Hey! That's awesome. I love that photo of you. Really nice. Cool. Really quickly, one thought. One thought is, Jonathan, what type of photography do you do? That I am confused about slightly. Might just make sense. Utilize this here, the link in bio section. Like here, let me see. Like here, Rochester wedding photographer. Do that, like Gary. Kind of just like say what type of photography you do. Make it really clear. If you're booking weddings, be like, for wedding booking information, click on this link. And then I highly recommend too, just like putting your face as well, like Gary did. That'll help too. A little post about yourself, about you, so that clients can connect. That would be great. Back to your website. Sorry, I have too many tabs. Okay. So one thing I looked at is I just put in Jonathan Valdez Photography and I wanted to see what comes up. So it looks like right now, like your Instagram is kind of like outranking your homepage. That probably indicates something, maybe a little funky. Oh God. I didn't plan this, my friends.
Oh no.
Oh no. Connection denied. That's probably why. So anytime there's like some funky stuff going on, like SEO wise or whatever, it starts to push your website down. It's like normally, like you really want to have your website come up number 1 on like there. Here, let me just try this one. Nope. Yeah, so just like, there's maybe something going on here. Let's see if this.
I think that's a different domain. Like that's not the right site.
Oh, that's not his website?
Mm-mm.
Oh, wait, pics by. Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so you got another website. Ah, yes. You're prime for roasting now, Jonathan. Oh, okay, I see. Okay. First off, you should fix whatever's going on here, because like what's gonna happen is like just like what I did now. If someone says, "Hey, my buddy Jonathan, he's an awesome photographer. You should check him out." They're gonna go like type in Jonathan Valdez photography into Google. This like website. Is this not your website? Maybe it's not your website. This is completely not your website.
No,
Never.
it's not.
Oh, okay. Damn it, that's really weird. Okay, I'm sorry then. Sometimes I see like people will switch websites. In that case, this is what's happening. So let's do a site search here. So again, like, I see. Yeah, okay. So this is like the epitome of like classic Squarespace SEO. So, the title of your page here, pick JV photo and video, just put your name in there, just like Jonathan Valdez photography as the title. Get that in there. Then hopefully like what'll happen is you'll start outranking that broken site. And so when people are searching your name, then your website will come up. They'll be able to find you. You'll be able to outrank that like other sites so easily because it's broken. And the other thing that's happening here is like you'll notice like this just like a bunch of random photo file names that are coming up here. So like I mentioned before in the roast, you are in DFW. I am Canadian. Someone tell me what DFW is. That stands for an American thing, isn't it? Place. DFW. Dallas Fort Worth. Dallas Fort Worth. Okay, perfect. So yeah, maybe just like either put DFW photographer in here or Dallas photographer in here. Again, that'll help with SEO. DFW based creator portrait. Okay, so kind of different types of work you do. Portrait. Nice photos. Event photography. Okay, so covering lots of different things. I like, the nice clean look. Is this okay? I guess this is just a random photo, but again, yeah, I would maybe like oh yeah, there you are. There you are. Lovely. I would highly recommend getting like some of this content on your homepage. Just get it like over here so that people again can kind of see your face, connect with you, see who you are. Also, like if your friends are looking for you and they can like find your website, see that it's you and not be confused by the other website, that helps.
I also would love a photo of you like facing straight on. Like I do like the side profile one, but I think
maybe
having one.
Maybe that's not him though. Maybe it's just a photo. I think it's just
on like on the contact page.
Oh, on the contact page? Oh,
yeah.
True. Yeah, I think like maybe a photo like dead on again, like smiling or something cheesy, just like so people can connect with you. Yeah, I think that would help. You've got good content here, which is good. You got to schedule the meeting page, so that's nice. It goes to Calendly. Services, standard package, 1 hour, online gallery. I see, deluxe package, 2 hours, 1 to 2 wardrobe changes. Well, how did I click this? Oh, it just goes to contact form. Cool. Yeah, so again, like kind of my feedback around packages again is if you can kind of make them more like a, like a menu where I can find like I want to know why I should book this package. Like, why should I book this package? You've got an awesome grad photo here. Why not have like a grad photo package? Have a page that's all about like your grad photos. That's something very tangible that someone can be like, hey, yeah, I want grad photos just like this. That looks awesome. I can go and book that. There's also no pricing on here, which is a bit confusing because you have packages and then you're hitting a purchase button, but then like I don't really know what I'm booking, or I like also thought I was going to like go to like book or something, but then I just have to fill in the contact form. So I think kind of sprucing. Oh, this one's nice. So you have like a branding package. This is a little bit more tangible. It's like, yeah, like if you wanted photos of a website or you want photos of product or something. You've mentioned here that you bring in models. So that's great value. So maybe even just having a description of this package, like, hey, do you need photos of your product or photos of yourself for your website? Like I can arrange models, like just explain a little bit more what the service or the experience is. that can really help just clarify what it is that you offer, and then give people an idea of like what to kind of inquire about. So,
or even like product branding there, just because personal branding is a big thing on a lot of photography sites. So like people might get confused about why you're bringing in models.
yeah, for sure. Okay, do we have someone else next, Nathalie?
There was someone way up that was photos from the soul.
I really appreciate you guys like putting yourselves out there. So I just want to like, I'll try to get through as many as I can here. Photos from the soul is next.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think go a bit easy. They said they were nervous. So
okay. They're like, yeah, go easy on me. And they have like such a nice site. Oh, you're in Kitchener. You're Natalie's neighbor?
Hey.
Hello. Jennifer. Meet Jennifer. I want to meet Jennifer. There you are. Hi, Jennifer. Have we met before? I recognize you. Were you at Photo Summit? Maybe. If not, I'm sorry. This is a really nice about section. One thing I'd recommend, take this content, put it on the homepage, or at least parts of it on the homepage. Like you have this, I would just say put a photo of yourself here on the homepage, just because like people, again, like aren't necessarily going to click on that button. This is going to be a very low like conversion button. Like not a lot of people are going to click on it. And so really important, like just have this is a really nice photo of you. And so just have that like on your homepage so people can connect. That will make it a lot easier. It'll kind of check off that box of like clients wanting to get to know who you are. So, all right, pricing, family packages. Okay, great. I really like that you separate the family packages and the wedding packages. That's awesome. Photographers, like even the previous site, Jonathan's site, it can sometimes be weird. Like if I'm looking for weddings, it can be weird scrolling past like family packages before I get to the wedding packages or vice versa. I love that Jen's got the, oh, okay. Okay, yeah, okay, okay. That took me a second to decipher. So I was confused why engagement couples and then like lifestyle newborn and then family/maternity. So I kind of get what you're trying to do here, but my recommendation would be to kind of separate those out into like different things so that people like don't get confused, can figure out like which one is a good fit for them. And then you can upgrade to a full gallery for $120. So I just like would have no idea what a full gallery is. So I wouldn't really know why I should do that. Maybe just more of an explanation about that. I like this cool thing about the indoor studio. My recommendation again would be like, if you do studio stuff, you probably do a common type of shoot in the studio. Maybe it's newborns or something. Just have like a studio newborn session and make it really like distinct and separate. So like this newborn photographer, she's one of the oldest photographers, and someone actually that she moved from Ontario to Victoria, and I actually mentored her from her business being like zero, where she moved. She like used to have a really booming studio in Ontario, moved out to the West Coast, and then had to start all over again. She does a really good job of just like separating her packages. So like you have a maternity session here, like maternity photos, really clear price, you know, it's a great package if you're pregnant, etc. So I think just maybe like divvying up those packages would be my recommendation, Jen. And then you need a call to action here, I think. Oh, there's a call to action down here. So maybe even like a call to action here or something. Like anytime people are like looking at pricing information, there should be a call to action there so that they know where to go next. Don't assume people will like scroll down to the bottom. So just an idea. Get in touch. Portrait contact form. Okay, this is an aggressive contact form. Too many options. Too many options, and just like the fact that it like doesn't fit on one page is kind of intimidating as well. It makes kind of like dissuades me from wanting to fill it out. Also, just I think the transparency of it makes it like hard to read some of the text. My suggestion: simple contact form, name, email, phone number. You know, type of photography do you want, good to go.
Yeah, I was gonna say with the transparency too, like accessibility for people is a big thing. So just like watching colors and readability, because like some people are gonna have a really, really hard time with that and they're gonna give up before filling it out.
Yeah, 100%. I like this. Book wedding consultation. Oh, okay. So similar thing here. That's interesting. I really expected that to go to like a Calendly calendar or something, not a form. Okay, interesting. Yeah, my recommendation there is like not everyone will want to like have a consult. Some people are like honestly ready to go. Like I've seen Lindsay book countless like $10,000 weddings with like not really any effort. People are really busy. Like they might not necessarily want to like be like, let's set up a Zoom call. This is not anything directed at you, but another thing I know like with consults is they like starts to be so much back and forth because like they'll fill out the inquiry form and then the photographer might reply, okay, like what times work for you to meet with me? And then you've like just created a ton of work for the client because they have to like look at their calendar and be like, I'm available at 4 on Monday and like 3 on Tuesday. And then like they have to go in their email and like type out the availability times or something. So if you do want to do the consultation thing, just like shoot them over to like a Calendly link where they can like book a meeting right there. Try to reduce the friction for sure. I like this. This is like cool info about eloping. Oh, you've got a different form here. This one's better. Eloping. I like this. I feel like this could be an elopement package. Just make that into like a package or a page. Be better for SEO. Be more specific.
So when they send a contact form, they get an email with a scheduler.
Yeah. See, that's good, I guess. Yeah. But then they have to fill out this like super complicated form. That's fine. I know with Calendly or with schedulers, you can also just like have inquiry, or you can have questions on the calendar. Like they pick the day, pick the time, and then like ask them a question. But yeah, maybe just like, I don't know, might like help to cut down on some of the questions. This is a freaky box. There's like, just an empty box with nothing. So I mean, not super bad or anything, but again, just like you want to cut down on the steps and the confusion it comes down to when they're actually like inquiring and stuff. I love this info. This is all great. Yeah, I like it. You have a lot of good content, Jen, on your site. I just feel like overall, if it was like a little bit more organized and streamlined, I bet you'd have like higher inquiry conversion rates. So, but like other than that, your site is really, really nice. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful. Okay, good. I'm glad I helped. Hopefully it wasn't too brutal.
Lachlan, do we have time for one last one? Or are we?
I'm monitoring my partner who is hopefully going to pick me up from the office, and she has not replied, so we can stay a little longer.
Okay, I have one last one. That's the last one.
Who is it? Oh, I know someone dropped in here last second. Tracy. She dropped her link. Is Tracy still here? If you are, I'll do you at the end, Tracy, just because I know you said, hello, I dropped in the party. Oh, it's Martin? Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, Martin, hello. Yeah, if you want to hang out, I will absolutely. Oh, it's Tracy and Martin. Makes sense. Cool. I'll quickly do this one, and then I'll be gentle. Okay. What have we got here? What? I clicked on the link, and this is where it took me. So your roast is already ended. I can't log in.
Make you try without the / collection. No, that's just Pixie Set.
That's definitely just Pixie Set.
Oh,
oh, there we go. That's better. That's better. Wrong link. Okay, sweet. Here we go. Pixie Set. Holy moly, is that a nav bar that I've never seen before? I promise that'd be nice. Okay, here we go. Tracy and Martin, Miami wedding photographers. What is that page? That is a wild page. I want to see what that is. Okay, interesting. What is this? I won't ask. Oh, this page is called Angel. Is this your work?
That's cool.
Is it? Tracy's side hustle. It's Tracy's. Cool. That's awesome. Those are awesome photos. This is like, heck yeah. It's fantastic. I'm just clicking on all these random pages because I'm just like curious why they're named such weird things. So like you have a page called Carnival. Maybe that's the bait and switch. You just make really weird page names and then people click on them. But you might want to configure SEO a little bit better. Hit some of the keywords. So like wedding photography, wedding photography in, I think, Miami. So you really want to have all your pages hitting those keywords. Like I was showing with like, oh my gosh, let me tabs open. Here we go. Yeah, do it like this guy. Then you'd be on the first page of Google, like Brenton. Yeah, just if you missed this, Martin, just you want to make sure these keywords are on all your pages, and you don't want pages that are just like named super. Oh my goodness, sorry guys. I'm gonna close some of my tabs here. There we go. So yeah, you don't want pages that are just named like random infused with joy, because there's gonna be very little SEO value. Also, this seems to be your investment page, so that's a really important one that you want to get right. Cool. Onto the home page. Wedding photography infused with joy, based in Miami. Tracy and Martin. Heck yeah. I hate this nav bar. I don't like this over here. It's questionable. There's just like things on the internet, like there's things on websites that just like are, this is good. So this is good. Mobile's good. There's just like things that you'll notice. Like, have you guys ever noticed like when you check out, the checkout is always on the right side, like of a website. You always have the checkout on the right side, the buy button, the checkout button, the add to cart button. It's always on the right side because there's a lot of data that shows way higher booking conversion rate or payment conversion, overall conversion when things are on the right side. So just notice, like anytime you sign up for something like Focal or a random service, it's always on the right side. That's why the most important buttons are always on the right side of the website as well. I'm not sure how I feel about this like oddly stacked corner nav, but I'll let it slide. Tracy and Martin, awesome. You're killing it with the about section here. You both look lovely. Now I can't tear you apart as much because you guys look so nice. Lovely people, amazing photographers. I love this testimonial. Absolutely fantastic. Building up trust, credibility, wedding elopements. This is nicely organized. For a Pixie Set site, this is definitely, or is this a Pixie Set site? If this is a Pixie Set site, I'm impressed because most of them are like horrendously
Show it.
chaotic. It's Show It?
Mm-hmm.
I see. Cool. All right. I'm going to go to the... See, I just did it. Oh my God. I was like going to try to click over here and then it disappeared. All right. Info. Here we go. Info. Oh yeah. So fix this page because it's messed up. It's called Infused with Joy, and it should be called like Tracy and Martin Wedding Photographers in Miami Investment. Okay, info. Make it official. Engagement session. Pre-wedding. Big day. Okay, I see. This is like the life cycle of your wedding. Frequently asked questions. Oh my gosh, what? Oh my goodness, I didn't notice that. I was like clicking expecting to expand and I didn't notice like this was changing over here. This is personal. I don't know. I don't like that. I didn't notice that right away. I'm not just trying to be mean. Click here to start the party. Oh my goodness, what is this? Okay, I see. This is a weird contact form, guys. I see it now. Lachlan. Oh, I don't like this contact form. Okay. I don't know. I recommend maybe like make your contact form normal. Just so like, it's a normal contact form with like little boxes and stuff. I find this like, very confusing. When I initially saw it, I was like, what am I looking at? I thought these were like categories or something, and then I realized that they were like boxes to put stuff in. But you know, it just like might make a lot more sense to have just like regular input. Like this box is fine. Use this box. You don't need to like, I don't know. You guys with show it sites, you all have to be the special snowflake website. But there are certain things on websites that should just be like left alone, like contact forms and like nav bars, just because like companies spend billions of dollars to like optimize for internet websites, and then there's standards that are just kind of built into websites all over, and then photographers using show it just break all the rules because they're like, fuck it, who cares? It's pretty. The end of the night, Natalie, I can get unhinged now. I like the creative projects. This is fantastic.
I feel like the thing with websites is because every website's unique, you have to learn how to use a website when you land on it.
Totally.
And you have to learn how to use everyone's website. So going out of your way to make your website super unique doesn't always benefit you. Like we're selling images here, so people want to be able to use your website and then see what they're purchasing and then easily be able to buy it. Like I feel like as creatives, we get so over the top with our websites because like we think it's part of the creative process when realistically like you're trying to sell images, not show off your graphic design skills. So
yeah, it's a hard line. Like I get where you guys are coming from, wanting to make it unique, but you have to be careful because your website is the most important tool in your marketing tool belt. And if you go too off the rails and try to reinvent the wheel, it can just cause, you know, problems. So just something to be careful of. I really like what your wife is doing here with these styled sessions. They're really awesome. My question right now is, how do I book this? Like, how do I book a session like this? I would love that. Like, where's the information about how I book this? So yeah, just an idea, maybe contact form or a package or something to go along with it, because this is like really, really cool. I could see somebody wanting this. It's really, really unique. It's beautiful. Yeah. What would be a negative? Making it easy? Don't frustrate your customers.
or
So
maybe
just
the styled shoot, I think maybe.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, the creative stuff.
No, I don't know. I kind of like think it's really cool. You know, I worked with a photographer one time. She did a lot of fantasy work, so like mainly with kids, like cool fantasy sessions with kids where they're like dressing up as like Harry Potter or like as wizards or something, and she had a bunch of photos in their portfolio there. And then she told me like she had a package, actually. It was like a fantasy session for kids. And she told me that a bride saw that package and was like, "Can you do that but for our wedding?" She was like, okay. And they wanted like a Lord of the Rings, like fantasy wedding, like a really cool, like whimsical fantasy, bright, like fantasy kind of style. And she was like, absolutely, I can do that. And then ended up being like one of her favorite customers she ever worked with. So I love the creativity on that. Doesn't have to like live totally separately. I think it can be separate, but maybe like just have some info on like how to actually book that thing. And yeah, whoever said just make it easy is good. Easy is good. People like easy. Don't make it hard for people to spend money. Tracy and Martin, just to give you like some background, I think you missed this, but I'm not a photographer. I'm a client. And I got into this because I tried to book a photographer and I landed on like wild, wild west of websites. And I was like, this is too frustrating. I think I'll just give up. Especially like me too, even doing this roast, like after, like as a client, if you're a bride and groom and you're like, you know, researching, you're like looking up lots of different photographers and trying to get info, eventually get to the point like where I am now, where I've been doing this for like, how long have we been doing this, Natalie? Like quite a while. Like an hour and a half? Like an hour and a half. And you're like,
Yeah.
fucking exhausted. Like I have no time for this shit anymore if I can't figure out how to get the information I need from the site. So easy is good. Easy is very good. Was there one more?
There's one last one. It was
North.
Native Oak Studios.
Native Oak. Here we go. Native Oak Studios. Here we go. That's cool. This is a show it site too. Why are you guys bringing all your show it sites here to Focal? How dare you? Oh gosh. Here we go. Who's Native Oak? Are they still here? Native Oak, you got to fix your SEO. This is not good. Not good.
They're still here.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. Thank you for being here. I'm sorry. I won't roast you as hard. Yeah, so just like fix again, like this page is called wedding. What is that? Just a bunch of photos. Cool. Yeah, I mean, you have to like clearly have good content on your site. Oh, it's Roseanne. Hi, Roseanne. Clearly have good content on your site, and if you just like organize it a little better SEO wise, it will actually benefit you. My guess is this is doing virtually nothing for you when someone searches wedding photography in Bucks County. So yeah, take care of that. This is cool. I really like your logo. It's nice. It's a nice photo. Boutique wedding photography, Bucks County. Click on the arrows. Those are nice photos. I like. Ah, the Wedding Wire Awards. There you go. There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is just my own personal warning thing. Like, it's cool to have Wedding Wire on your site, I guess, but also just be known that you're making sure that they can keep making you pay them money, because these links go to Wedding Wire. And then you also have to consider like, oh, do I really want people going off my site to look at other photographers in Philadelphia? Yeah, just a thought. This is literally contributing to their SEO. I like that icon. It's really cute. I don't know who you are or what you look like. Let's click on about. There's Roseanne. Hi, Roseanne.
That's a great photo.
Boy, mom, and night owl. Aw, these are so good. Put these on your homepage. Small intimate moments, everything. Yeah, just take like one of these sections, shove it on your homepage. You look very friendly and nice. So highly recommend kind of putting that on your homepage. People are going to be looking for you. So I think right here is where it should go. I like the testimonials. It's good. Cool. What else we got? Audio guest book. Whoa. Oh, this is like a service. I understand. First off, I definitely thought this was going to be a bunch of like testimonials from her clients. I was just going to be like recordings of them saying how awesome Roseanne is. And if that was true, that would be sick. But this is also sick. This is cool. I've never seen this before. So this is really cool. Audio guest book is a nice way to have people leave messages for you on your wedding day. That seems awesome. I love that. That's really cool. I did not know what that was initially.
They're really fun. They've been
I've never seen
weddings.
this before. I'm clearly out of touch with everything. I don't know anything. You guys shouldn't listen to me. Oh boy, what are these packages? Hello. Package 1, package 2, package 3. Okay. 8 hours, 2 photographers, engagement session, 400, 800 photos, gallery, 5-week turnaround, sneak peek. Okay, cool. We got testimonials. Okay, cool. This is a good example because, like I was saying before, 9 out of 10 people going to your packages page. Huge, probably massive amount of traffic on your site is on this page. Very little information. Oh, there's more information. What is that? Oh, it's album. Very little information kind of on this page besides just bullet points, besides just like deliverables. I don't want you to commoditize yourself by boiling yourself down to the number of hours and the number of photos. You know, I know a lot of photographers have issues where, oh, my client, I know they like picked another photographer because they said that they had a package that was like more hours and like more photos or whatever. And you can't really blame them, because I think a lot of the time as photographers, it's easy to commoditize yourself when you boil down what you do to like 3 bullet points. A great way to elevate your packages is talk about why this package is good, like why this package is a good fit for that client. We were looking at Lindsay's packages earlier, and making them more about the experience, making it more about what is this package all about. This package is perfect for, large couples, large bridal parties. You get awesome photo books that are awesome heirlooms for you, and then an awesome testimonial, which you already have. But again, kind of making this package more about the experience, not so much just about like the number of photos, kind of leaning into why the client should book this package. That's like the difference, like I said, between describing a car as 4 doors, 100 horsepower, and a steering wheel to this, this car is great for you if, you just want to get A to B and you want it to be like reliable and not break down. And who cares if you put oil in it, and that's like a more descriptive, more valuable, just like thing, more tangible thing that then the client can decide, oh yeah, that's for me or that's not for me. So that would be my recommendation on the packages. Also, if you want to get any SEO value out of your packages, you might want to kind of, I don't know, put them on separate pages and name them things. No one in the history of photography has ever searched for package 1 on Google, or collection 1 on Google, or gold collection or silver collection. It's not the Olympics, guys. So there you go. I know it's creative and fancy to do that, but yeah, I don't know. If you don't care about SEO, you don't care about money, that's fine. It's good. This is a really nice looking site though. It's very appealing. I love the films stuff. Just nice overall site. I like the feel of it a lot. But if you can balance some more functionality, I think that might help you. Maybe. Or don't listen to me. That's fine as well. Did we get everyone?
I think so. I think we did it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so excited with how many people came.
Yeah, this was a blast, guys. Thanks so much
really
for volunteering as tributes here. If you guys didn't get a chance to be roasted, please sign up for our roast later. Show up for the next one. Yeah, I can't promise you I won't be mean. It depends. Sometimes I go unhinged. Sometimes I'm nice. Who knows? But hopefully I can bring a bit of an outside opinion. So there you go. Thanks so much, Nathalie, for setting this up. Guys, it was fun hanging out with you tonight, looking at your websites and your beautiful images. You guys are great photographers. I just want to make sure that your clients can easily book you. That's why we do this. So there you go.
And if anyone has any additional questions, you can email us, contact@bookfocal.com, and we will get back to you pretty promptly. So this has been so good. And also, if you're not in the Facebook group, feel free to follow us there as well. Awesome. Thanks,
Have a great
guys.
day. Cheers.